Battle of Wuzhang Plains. Yeah, this should be pretty familiar. So I won't need to really look at the background or the cutscene because we've already seen the cutscene before. Yeah, literally, it's the same cutscene that you get on the other side of the battlefield. Like, literally the same exact cutscene, so there's no reason to see it again. Just in case, though, I think I will check out the background just in case there is, like, added flavor text from the last battle, anyway.
Victorious at the Battle of Chi-Vi, Cao Cao goes on to take the major cities of Wu and Jingye. The majority of the land now lies in his control. Liu Bei flees east to the land of Shu. There he takes control and nurses his strength. He moves to take control of Jing as well. After gathering strength, Liu Bei begins to make frequent forays into the lands held by Cao Cao. In 234, Liu Bei, guided by Zhuge Liang, moves with an army of over 100,000 to the plains of Wujiang. Cao Cao, backed by Sima Yi, moves to stop him. Two brilliant strategists, only one outcome. The fate of China is about to be decided.
So yeah, this is pretty much the same exact battle, just being fought from the other side. In fact, I want to say that Cao Cao's forces will probably be the easier battle, just because I'll literally, like, I literally see, like, the best path I have, where I literally go down, fight those guys, kind of come up in the middle, get those two forces, and then come down to the lower left, get rid of those forces, and then just move to the middle. Like, literally, there's a path laid out for me here, so this should be a pretty easy and self-explanatory battle. At least in this case, I'll be able to talk about some of the Shu officers that I haven't really talked about too much, because I was majorly focused on using Zhao Yun correctly. So I didn't really get to go over all the stuff I wanted to. So yes, here we are back at Wuzhang for the final battle. Wait, is this the house? The U-shaped house? No, it's not. Oh, here's Ma Chao, by the way. Ma Chao is a very scary officer of Shu. He actually has a huge grudge against Cao Cao because Cao Cao killed his father in a very early campaign. And later he joins Shu because Shu will often fight against Cao Cao. He's a very virtuous. That's how you say that word. It's a very awkward word to say. But he's like a very virtuous officer. He's very, very strong, too. He lives life by the spear. I think that's a quote he actually uses several times in future games. But he's dead, so it doesn't matter anymore. He's also really good at horseback. In a lot of games, like, whenever he's on horseback, he's actually, like, a lot stronger. But, like, fighting on horseback is not really super great in these early games anyway, so it's like, you really just use horses to get from point A to point B anyway. So if I remember correctly, like, that house is around here. There's that house that has, like, the health upgrade. I think this is actually it right here. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think our health and life meter, or health and Muso meter is maxed now. Well, actually, I'll look at it right now. Yep, we're maxed. We're maxed out. Max attack, max defense, and max life. Okay, so we took out those guys, so let's kind of move our way in a little bit. Where's the bridge? The bridge is down there. This is the one thing I hate about this map is, like, you have to go to, like, the map screen, like the pause menu, to actually see where all the bridges are. Because it's really, really hard to see on this map that's currently on screen. I could go down and kill the gay captain, but I don't think I need to. I'm going to just focus on doing my thing here. Maybe this time I'll actually grab and keep a horse, though, so I don't have to do all this traveling. And hey, look, it's Zhao Yun. We've seen this guy before. We used him for, like, 5 battles. And he's already gone. Yes, Zhao Yun it has. I'm sorry. I know there were a lot of people correcting me, saying his name is Zhao Yun, not Zhao Yun. But again, it's like I said before. Name pronunciations can be all over the place when it comes to Dynasty Warriors. Hell, it's still getting me like. It's still really hard to call Cao Cao by his actual name, just because I'm so used to hearing the game say Cao Cao. So, like, if that ever happens, just kind of just try to roll with it. These are not common names we say all the time in American culture. So, you can't really be too picky or too hard on people if they're not really completely sure or adjusted to saying things in the right way. Okay, let me look at the map. Where am I going? Okay, I want to go south, then north. Seriously hate these bridges. And you really don't have to deal with them that much when you're on Shu's side, because Shu's side, you're kind of getting away from, like, all the waterways. On Wei, you're kind of working your way into them, so that's why it's a little harder. Well, a little more complicated, not necessarily harder, I guess. Okay, we're fighting Zhang Fei's forces now. There we go. He's like, when the hell am I going to knock him off his horse? I'm also going to try something up here, too. This strategy usually works the best in Wu's exclusive battle, not really here, but I'm still going to try it. If I can, anyway. Probably can't now, since I think he's seen me. Yep, he's seen me. Oh, that's not him, though. That's actually his adopted son, I think. There we go, get rid of you. Saying sorry to his sworn brothers because he has passed on. And now we'll work our way to the other sworn brother and take him out next. Now I think for Wei's side, at some point in this battle, Shu will get reinforcements. So I'll have to take care of them. I don't think they really, like... I don't really think they affect too much, though. Nor do I really know when they appear, either, so that'll be something to figure out. I feel like it's a case of, like, if you get too powerful, then they'll appear. To kind of balance things out a little bit. And because it's normal mode, like, the battle isn't really shifting to one side yet. Which is why we haven't really seen anything happen at the moment. Zhao Kang. Zhao Kang's actually the character that is rumored to be playable in Dynasty Warriors 9. I saw something. I saw a wiki guide that was like showing the roster for Dynasty Warriors 9, and it had Zhao Kang with a asterisk on it, which meant that he was like the only new coming character that they have right now. I mean, surely if they introduce one character, they'll introduce some other ones. It'd be weird just to introduce one new character. Although, to be fair, in Dynasty Warriors 4, they only... Oh, here we go. Here are the reinforcements. After this cutscene, anyway. I'll get to my point in a minute. The enemy lines are too thin. Yep. Exactly. I knew there were some other forces coming. So I'll have to take care of both of those sides. But yeah, in Dynasty Warriors 4, they only introduced 3 new characters. And then in Dynasty Warriors 6, they didn't introduce any new characters. In fact, they actually removed characters. Because I think for that game, they wanted to focus more on developing the engine and not really just like adding character after character. Which is why they did it that way. But like, I always hated that about 6, about how they removed characters. Because it's like, you know, all these characters that I've grown to like, and some of them are just gone now. That was kind of my main problem with Dynasty Warriors 6, honestly. That and like, because I've mentioned it before, like in Dynasty Warriors, they've either done for story modes a case where it's like every character has a story mode, or they had it so like every kingdom had a story mode. So like in one game it's all the characters, but in the next game it's like, okay, so there's a Wei storyline, a Wu storyline, a Shu storyline. But in 6 they had character storylines, but they had so few characters that actually had storylines. Like there were like only like 15 story modes as opposed to normal like 30 up to 40. Which again, I guess they didn't want to like make you play through the game multiple times. I get that, but like still, there were some characters that you could play as, but didn't have story modes anyway. So it's like you'd have to level them up through random free battles, which I didn't really like that. I don't know. It's weird. Also, Wei and Shu. He's not actually a character in this game, but he becomes a playable character in Dynasty Warriors 3. Not here, though. Now I'm going to see if I can wrap around and get the other guy. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and use Red Hair, since we actually have him. But yeah, like this will make us go like a lot faster. Also, why am I going up this way? I have no idea. But I guess I am. It's too late. I'm already moving. I'm already on the move. Did I get everybody? I don't think I did. Oh, there's still Huang Zhang. He might still be alive, though. I don't see him dying too easily. Because they have to actually get to him, and there's like quite a few grunt soldiers in his way first, so I think I should be fine. But yeah, this is definitely the fastest horse. It's really, really fast. May not seem like it's so much, but still. It's a horse. It allows us to move faster than just walking. So obviously it's a godsend for us right now. It is annoying that I have to go all the way here though just to fight this guy. Okay. So yes, they have crossbow troops. Crossbows are just like normal archers, but I think they can shoot faster. And they probably do more damage too, so you have to look out for them. But like normal archers, they have really low defense, so as long as you get up to them, they'll die really, really quickly. Meanwhile, we've almost made our way to the other reinforcement force that we have over here. Oh, wow, we're actually losing some troops. I find that kind of surprising. And there's no bridge. What the hell? I seriously hate this damn map. Seriously. Okay, so this is another very important officer of Shu, as we'll see in a moment. This is Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei is actually Zhuge Liang's apprentice, and if you don't remember, Zhuge Liang is the master strategist of Shu. And it's actually very interesting because Zhang Wei actually started as an officer of the Wei forces, but Zhuge Liang was like, you know what, this is a brilliant young man, I want him for our side if I were to ever pass away. So he created a ruse that led the Wei forces into thinking that Zhang Wei was working with Shu. And as a result, the Wei forces turned on Zhang Wei, and then because Zhang Wei's talents were more welcome in the Shu army, he actually joined up with Shu instead, and actually remained with Shu till the very, very end. And yeah, was a very valued officer of the Shu forces, and spent a lot of time developing his strategies that Zhuge Liang taught him. So yeah, after Zhuge Liang's death, Zhang Wei is kind of the one who kind of takes over control of the Shu armies for a bit. And pretty much for the rest of the Shu storyline. As I've said before, they ultimately get beat by the Zheng Dynasty when that kind of forms, but like, not really relevant in this game, so I don't really want to get into that right now. But yeah, we're kind of heading towards the end now that we've defeated him. We still have like a few officers here and there. I'm going to probably swing around and get that last Shu officer that's in the bottom left. I really should have gotten him when I was over there, but like, again, like the reinforcements came and I didn't want Zhang Wei to get too far out of the way. So I think it made sense to go back and get him there. Man, my forces are just getting obliterated by these guys, and I don't really even know how. Because, like, we definitely have the advantage here. Maybe the crossbowmen are just, like, too much for them. That's it. They're scared of the crossbows. That has to be it. But hey, I mean, I imagine just having like a different type of weapon or a more advanced weapon could be a scary thing to fight against, to be fair. Because I mean, like, let's be real. You don't want to be like a infantryman going up against a tank. Like, that'd obviously be scary as frickin' hell. So here we have the last Shu officer, aside from the strategist and the main commander. We have Zhang. He's the old guy, but he's also a master archer. Like, probably the best archer in the entire series. He can fire bows from a great distance, but in this game he's using a sword, so he is completely out of his element. Sucks to be him. But no, he is actually a really, really scary general. He's actually who killed, in the actual history, he kills Xiahou Yuan, the master archer of the Wei army. So, you know, don't underestimate him because of his age, because he will kill you otherwise. In fact, there are actually some cool cutscenes from, I think, Dynasty Warriors 5, where you have like an exchange of Zhang killing Xiahou Yuan. And like he says something like, "You lost the moment you started mocking me, but now you're dead." Pretty much. Or was something like, "Every time you mocked me, you were only getting me madder. Thus my victory was assured." Something to that effect. Maybe if I remember, I'll try to link that cutscene in the video description. Okay, we're about done here, folks. Just have 2 officers to kill. One of them right here, and then Liu Bei. And I think I mentioned this last time, but in this fight, Zhuge Liang will always drop a +8 shield. So if you're falling behind in your defense, this is a good way to really just get like +8 defense and then pretty much clean up that way. If you're lacking in defense anyway. And then if you're playing on Shu's side, Sima Yi gives you that same buff, so you'll get it no matter what. Well, it's really your fault. You came at me with a frickin' war fan, and I had an axe, so I was destined to win that fight no matter what. And there we go, the Shu main camp will open. I think the significance of that cutscene is, I'm trying to find the best way to word this. But basically, that star falling from the sky, that's supposed to signify Zhuge Liang's death in like actual history. Like his star returning to the planet was him like losing his life, basically. Something to that effect, anyway. So they decided to try to include that, I guess, with that just short, like 2-second cutscene. But yeah, let's finish this up. Liu Bei, you're a nice man. I don't hate you, but this battle will be mine. Even though you use a sword and I use an axe. As I said before, there is no weapon triangle here. Oh, damn it. I guess another thing I never really showed off, I'll try to show it here really quick. When your Musou meter is not full, if you press the Musou button, you can actually charge up and try to fill it up manually. It just takes a really, really long time. Especially with a meter as long as mine right now. So obviously there'd be no point to doing that unless I was like really, really close. And then when like your health is in the red, the Musou meter will actually increase by itself, like over time. Like you don't have to hit enemies to increase it. And you also get the true Musou, which is like a slightly stronger Musou attack when you are in red health. But I try not to rely on that, because obviously being at low health means you're about to die, and you never want to be about to die in this game. Okay, so there we go. That was the Battle of Wuzhang Plains, and that will actually be the final battle of the Wei story mode. So we have completed 2 story modes. There's only 1 more to go, and then after that we have some extra videos I'm going to be putting out there. But yeah, making some good progress on this so far.
The long and dark age of chaos has finally been brought to an end by the hand of Cao Cao. The land is once again brought under one rule, the rule of Wei.
So I guess you could say that we're like about halfway done with this playthrough so far. Something like that anyway. Dian Wei, called Evil Comes, with an imposing countenance and extraordinary strength, he struck terror into the hearts of those who opposed him. In the annals of Chinese history, Dian Wei stands supreme. His valor brings Zhang Xiao to heal and ends the Yellow Turban Rebellion. He later overcomes the renowned warrior Lu Bu to quell the tyranny of Dong Zhuo. He shines at the Battle of Guandu, where his bravery ensures victory. His saga continues at Chibi, where he cuts his way from boat to boat to defeat the Wu Lord Sun Quan. Finally, at Wu Zhang is victorious, and China belongs to Cao Cao. Wei's officer Dian Wei was the pride of his allies. In battle, he surpassed other men. He achieved more than any other in Wei. His pursuit of Cao Cao's dream ensured that Dian Wei would become revered as a wise and valiant leader. That was really hard to read. Like, the cutscenes kept like appearing over the text, which kind of blurred the words a little bit, so sorry about that. But yeah, there we go. Wei's storyline is done, so all we have left is the Wu storyline, and I'll go ahead and let this play again, I guess. I'll kind of talk over it a little bit, though. So yeah, that's pretty much that storyline. Wei's pretty cool. Honestly, like, I said this again in that comment in, like, the first or second video, but Wu is my favorite force, then it's probably Wei, then it's probably Shu. Like, I don't hate Shu's forces at all, really. It's just that, of all the forces, like, I like their characters the least amount. I still like them, but, like, I just enjoy the characters of the other forces a lot more. There's more interesting stories there to me, at least in my opinion. While Shu is just kind of like, oh, we're supposed to be the good guys, but I don't know. I find the other forces more interesting, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I hope you guys have still been enjoying this project. I have. Like, it's been fun to go back through this game, and it's been fun to play through it. It's no Dynasty Warriors 3, but, like, it's close. It's what was ultimately built up to Dynasty Warriors 3, I guess, so there is that. But yeah, probably gonna cut it off right here then, so this has been SlimKirby. Hope you guys enjoyed the Wei storyline, and I'll see you guys next time when we start the third and final storyline, the Wu storyline, so I'll see you guys then. Later, folks.